Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look at Shiryo Inu, the NFT trading game on the ERC20 network coming soon. Could this possibly be the next Floki? Now, Floki, if you remember, we covered this on the channel, and you know we found it around here and put the game out, and this absolutely skyrocketed, 20x'd at an all-time high from our position. And could Shiryo Inu do exactly the same thing? Today's video is sponsored, so thanks to the guys at Shiryo Inu. This means there's going to be watch to earn content, so you guys can earn one of $60 worth of BNB prizes. It's going to go out to 5 different people, so post in the comment section below anything. Go to Discord and post in the competition wallet section your wallet address and your YouTube name to have a chance to win. We've given away over $1,000 over the past week. It's been crazy. A lot of watch to earn content at the moment. So post down in the comment section below for a chance to win. Now, Floki, if you remember, we covered this on the channel, and we found it around here and put the game out, and this absolutely skyrocketed, 20x'd at an all-time high from our position. And could Shiryu Inu do exactly the same thing? This project has a lot of class to it. I think the detail looks amazing, the concept. So we can see here in the alpha footage dueling arena preview, it just looks like great quality. So it's going to be a trading card game where you can mint some cards and use them in game. You need a minimum of 5 cards and you can mint them for 0.05 ETH. My big problem with this is it's on the Ethereum network. Layer 2 solution would potentially reduce gas fees, which would make this a little bit more viable, but we'll see how that works out. And they've continued to develop more footage, so we can take a look at the game board preview. So we can see it's going to work just like we're going to have your cards laid out, and you're going to use them in sequence to attack the opponent. They're going to defend their cards. The design looks really, really good, and they continue to release new footage on their YouTube channel. So the pre-alpha footage is subject to change, so this is in development at the moment. The little coin flip. First move, you get to choose which cards. They'll have different abilities. Earth Tremor deals 4 damage. Swipe does 1 damage, deals 1 damage to the beasts adjacent. You can put them forward, then they can choose from their phase 2 which cards they're going to use. Thunderpaw deals 2 damage, and Hero is dead. And so it's going to have elements to it: Thunder, Earth, and these are going to have type advantages. I personally really like trading card games, and I enjoy the little strategy to them, so it'll be interesting to see how this works. So you can mint your NFT pack now on the website, and they give you a selection, so you can mint 1 pack for 0.05 ETH, and mint 5 packs for 0.25 ETH, 10 and 20. There's 150 cards to collect. Each pack contains 5 cards in it, so each pack will contain enough cards needed to play the Shiryu Inu game. They're endeavoring to reward their early holders. If you do not hold at least 25 T tokens, the pack you will mint will be a base pack. Your packs will be available to unlock to reveal your cards once we finalize a few more gameplay dynamics. So once you've minted them, you're not actually going to have those cards available, so don't be too worried if they don't show up. You can mint as many packs as you like to get ahead and start on the collection of the entire pack. Buy more Shiryu to unlock the Founders Pack for special perks. So you can claim by minting an early bird card pack, which will guarantee you early access to the NFTs with additional perks. You will then be able to swap your pack for your cards once the individuals are ready. You can play. They're still working on the play to earn game. They're aiming for it to go live by the end of December and early January. So not waiting too long before you can actually get into some gameplay. And they're going to be working on their very own marketplace where you'll be able to sell your cards. As they release new decks, they expect it to be thriving with listings of card NFTs which are no longer available to be minted. Now, the dashboard looks like this, so you can click mint and then you'll be able to play once that becomes available. And you'll be able to check out your cards in your collection. and which packs you've got. So we had the Founders Edition pack and the Shiryu Inu pack. Now if we go back to the website, we can see a bit more details about the project and what its plans are. So it's going to be a fully functional DApp that allows for the minting of trading packs with random cards. They're launching with the Shiryu pack initially. Shiryo Inu, Onryo Inu, Ichigo Inu will be released as future packs. So these are just the starting packs, and there's 150 NFT cards to collect in the Shiryu pack. The NFT card packs will be the special edition Founders pack, available very, very soon. Limited edition card backing, chance to mint alpha and mythic beasts, playable in our game, trade cards in our marketplace, 150 cards to collect. Summon monsters, they'll be able to connect to the DApp and select 50 of their cards to form a deck. Minimum of 5 elements will be required. 1 season card can be placed per turn. The stronger the Shiryu Inu monster, the more season cards required to be placed to summon them. The game NFTs will be coming soon. The native token is or has already been launched in order to provide the play to earn element of the NFT game. Players will be able to win tokens based on their performance in the game, and will also host weekly competitions for the top players. More updates regarding the play to earn elements will be released on their Telegram, Twitter accounts in due course, so you can follow all their social contacts. I'll put them in the description below, but they'll likely be in the bottom. Yeah, follow us, Twitter and Telegram there. There's going to be 4 different elements: fire, earth, thunder and water. They're required to activate more powerful abilities. Weaker elemental abilities require 1 element card to activate, and the strong abilities require up to 5. Tokenomics are as follows. They're going to have an initial supply of 1 and 18 zeros. They're going to have a token distribution of 95% liquidity, 5% dev and marketing. So not a huge amount going to the dev team. And for fair launched, 11% for buys and sells and 13% slippage. 3% will go to reflections in Shiryu Inu holders, 4% marketing for development. You're going to need marketing in a con like this. Floki has a very aggressive marketing campaign, and I think that is why it's been so successful and is now, the 3rd biggest meme coin, because they've just marketed so much. And they have, around here, this is where they decided we're going to create a game for the token to add some extra utility to it, and Shiryu Inu look like they're doing the same now. So it could be that we're probably about here in comparison. This is when it launched, and then we're going like a month later, we're about here. Whereas Shiryu Inu is doing really well recently, but it's still, if we look from there and a month later, we're nowhere near where Floki is. We are absolutely right at the beginning, really. So this could have the same power effect as Floki did with that, and meme coins are really, really popular. And so we'll see if whether actually going from 0.0007502, whether that will increase over the next month. If you invest in it, you can just choose to invest in the token itself if you just want to do that and don't want to necessarily play the game. How to buy? You can buy through your MetaMask Chrome extension. You switch to your Ethereum network, and then you can head over to Uniswap, which is where you'll be able to purchase the Shiryu Inu. And once you're a holder, join the Telegram to stay up to date with any new information. And they've got a nice little how to buy on their YouTube. So if anybody's uncertain about how to do this, how to add your ERC20 network to your MetaMask address, you can do that. If you want to learn how to bridge your tokens from Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum chain, you can do that as well. Roadmap for this, they've already gone through development, deployment of smart contract, website creation, telemarketing campaign and community growth strategy. Fair launch of Shiryu Inu native token, all done. Now they're in phase 2. They've continued with marketing strategy and target multiple social media platforms. They're contacting me, which means they're probably contacting other social media platforms. Listing on small tier portfolio trackers, and they've got a plan for rebranding and expansion, contract audit and alpha version of the game release. Then in phase 3 we'll see exchange listings, community giveaways, full game release and weekly competitions. And you can see all the details and follow the coin on these reputable sites. But if you want to check the chart, I'll pop that in the description below so you can see that yourself too. The white paper goes into a bit more detail about the project as well. So it's the latest community focused token to launch on Ethereum network. The team's assembled from some of the most experienced individuals in DeFi, and we want nothing more than to make Shiryu Inu the next big thing. We have some huge plans in the works, including a complex play to earn game to ensure that Shiryu Inu becomes synonymous with the likes of DOGE, Shiba and Floki. Shiryu Inu, the team, is a large team in which each member is vetted carefully to ensure that they are fit for the role. We have designated marketing, design, development and community management departments to make certain that each member is using their own skill set to the fullest. Our marketing team has solid relationships with all the big names on Twitter, Telegram, as well as contacts to ensure we hit our target audience on other social media platforms as Reddit. We have a passion for DeFi and want to help our community. We will always be active on Twitter and Telegram for feedback and suggestions and ideas. So, with a project that like this that doesn't have, they don't actually have any pictures of their team. You can't see whether they are fully doxed. You're going to have a little bit more uncertainty around it, but you've got, they do have avatars for the team. You've got project dev and project lead, creative lead, game designer, game developer, website designer, and marketing illustrator, designer, and moderator. You've got to really kind of vet it yourself. You're going to have to go through social media, build up that trust behind the project. They are very community focused, and I think you'll see that in the Telegram and on Twitter. So get involved in some of that if you want to gain some certainty around this project. I just think it's a really, it's a beautiful project. Art always speaks highly of the project. These scam projects, they tend to not put a lot of effort into designs. They tend to copy designs, whereas this is all original artwork, and I just think it's to a high quality. I think that kind of adds a little extra layer of security around this as well. You've got the game. The concept of the game may change slightly as we progress through development, but ultimately they envision a fully functional DApp that allows for the minting of trading card packs. Each trading pack will contain a random combination of cards. The first collection to launch will be the Shiryu collection. There are 5 random cards to be minted in each pack. As development progresses, the team plans to release more packs to further enhance gameplay and user enjoyment. Shiryu Inu, 5 random cards will be minted per pack. Now, they are going to have different rarities, so they have a 1 in 300 chance of getting a mythic or 1 common, 1 in 100 chance of getting a legendary or 1 common, 1 in 30 chance of a rare, 1 in 5 chance of uncommon, 1 common or utility card, and 1 element card. And players will connect to the DApp and select 50 cards to form a deck. Users will need a minimum of 5 element cards in order to play, and 1 season card can be placed per turn. Stronger Shiryu Inu monsters require more season cards to be placed to allow for their summoning. So these packs, they're going to be fairly expensive. We're not talking cheap, but if you think about generally minting anything on any NFTs on the Ethereum network, you do tend to see an initial starting price of 0.05, and they might not have any utility at all, whereas these have utility in a game and are going to be a way you can actually farm the token. You can play to earn. Minting 5 packs is going to set you back a lot of money. If they say you can pick from a pack of 50, then 0.45 ETH is going to be the cost to mint 10 packs to have those options. So it is really for those big investors who see potential in something like this. If you're interested in card games, some people might just purchase the token. And these coins that are starting to be not just a meme coin, but actually add utility through NFT gaming, I think these are starting to become very popular and be more attractive to a bigger base of users. As mentioned before, the game will have 4 elements: fire, earth, thunder, and water. The weaker monsters require 1 of the appropriate season cards to be summoned. Stronger monsters will require up to 8, and they're still in very early stages of development, as these such plans are subject to change based on feedback from the community. Please be sure to stay in touch via Telegram, Twitter group for most up-to-date information. there will be play to earn. Again, we'll have a play to earn element which allows players to be rewarded in tokens for winning games and completing various other incentives such as weekly competitions. Players will be rewarded in their native token of Shiryu Inu, and more updates regarding the play to earn element of the game will be announced as development progresses. The roadmap. Phase 1 concentrates on growth and marketing. Alongside the development of smart contracts and website creation, we understand how critical the early stages are in tokens such as this, and we are therefore ensuring that everything is done perfectly. They'll release design mock-ups for various aspects of the game to allow for our community to better understand their vision. Be aware that these mock-ups are again subject to change based on community feedback and suggestions. They are prototypes and may not be representative of the final product. They will always endeavour to ensure that the community feels listened to and that they are actively engaging not just in the early stages but through the entire development of the project. Marketing is a huge factor in the early stages of a project such as this one, and they have one of the best marketing teams in the space. They'll push to make sure that Shiryu Inu becomes a household name in the DeFi sphere. Again, that's really kind of good if you're thinking of just purchasing the token in itself. The phase of our development will be largely focused around the creation of the DApp to allow users to play the Shiryu Inu game, which will be releasing plenty of screenshots and footage of the project as we get into this stage, so to be sure to stay active on Telegram group to get alpha on the latest design and development updates. They'll continue to push marketing hard at this stage, as well as to make website upgrades to match the theme of their DApp. And in phase 3, by this point development, we aim to have the fully functional game launched and have our first pack of cards mintable. We will continue to progress the development of the game by releasing more packs to ensure users stay motivated and incentivized to play. The team also plan to hold large-scale competitions with big prizes to encourage players to become the best they can be at Shiryu Inu. So it is not in fully, it's in development and it's not a fully created product at the moment, but you don't need to mint any cards now. You don't need to mint cards. You can. If you believe in the project and you want to support it, you can. And you might get some early bonuses for being an early adopter. So there's that bonus that you've got to weigh up. Is the risk worth the reward? And what we've already seen, I think that reduces risk. But the reward could be very, very big in this, in that you could get extra benefits that give you an advantage in the play to earn mechanics later on. Or you can decide to wait, and when it comes to the game actually being in full development, you can mint some cards then and maybe have missed out on some of those extra bonuses. But make your own decision on this. This is obviously not financial advice, and you've got to do your own research around it. But I've done my research into it, and I like the look of the project. I don't choose projects that I think are scammy, so I make sure that I vet things to a certain degree. But you got to do your own research and make sure you vet it as well if you're going to invest. But yeah, I love the artwork design. I think they've put some serious work into the design element of this game. Even just like these NFT card packs, they look really, really crisp. So they've clearly got a good design team behind them, and the marketing team, could be what pushes this token into the same heights of Floki. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. Always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.